go for Tethered, and now I'm working on one for Battlezone for you guys. Another, I think I may have been covered in mic. Another PlayStation VR game. Sorry, I'm a little distracted again, as I always do. I'm sharing my Facebook notification of this game to a group I'm part of, Dads of Gaming. You guys may have heard of it. Maybe you haven't. It's not that popular. But it's a great place where dads can get together and game. You don't even have to be a dad. It's more about an attitude than it is about an age or anything like that. And you don't have to have kids. We just kind of created a group so we can have some like-minded people to play with, sort of thing. We were kind of getting tired of foul-mouthed kids. And I'm sorry if you're a foul-mouthed kid. There's nothing wrong with that if you're a kid. However, adults, we kind of don't like that sort of thing. It's kind of annoying. So anyways, we create our own little group called Dads of Gaming. We're on Facebook. We do have some forums that are not very active. Check us out on Facebook. It's, I think, facebook.com/group/Dads of Gaming. All one word. So here we are. Got this posted. Let me just kind of put my laptop behind me. Get it out of the way here. So you're seeing it behind me now, I think. All right, so here we are, Battlezone. I was unaware of this, but this is a remake of an old Atari game, or not an Atari game, an older game from the 80s. It had kind of that wireframe sort of graphics, and so you kind of get a little bit of that here, updated graphics for it. It's a lot of fun. You're a tank commander. You're running around accomplishing different things. You have to make your way across a map and accomplish a goal of getting to the enemy's base. It's set up kind of like a game board where there's, I think they're hexagons. They might be octagons. Oh, there's one right in front of me. A hexagon, right where it has the X. So the board's set up with these tiles that are sort of like that, and you move from tile to tile. Each tile is a map, and they have just different objectives. Maybe you got to take down a shield generator. Maybe you have a supply depot, which allows you to switch out your weapons. Maybe you got to destroy a convoy. Each tile has different objectives and such, and you have to make your way across the board to the main objective, which is the enemy's base. Haven't played this game enough yet to know all its nuances, but I haven't actually made it to the enemy's base yet. Mostly because I haven't played it a lot yet. I do enjoy it. It's a really fun game. However, I really, really, really enjoy Eve Valkyrie, so whenever I strap on my PSVR, typically Eve Valkyrie is where I go. And then the rest of my time is typically split between this and Tethered, which I just did a live stream of Tethered. So if you are interested in that game, go ahead and check out that video. You should see it probably right below this one, because like I said, I just did it probably about 30 minutes ago. It's probably actually still processing in YouTube, so you might not actually see it yet for maybe another 30 minutes or an hour or so. Or I think YouTube allows you to start watching the video, but it's at a lower quality. Give it a little while and watch it if Tethered's something you're interested in. Anyways, we're here to talk about Battlezone. So it's got your old arcade insert coin sort of message there. Very reminiscent. I don't know. It feels like Tron to me. The colors are very neonish and such. But let's get started. So you can play online. This is a co-op. I believe it's up to 4 players co-op. You can look through your arsenal and see things that you've opened. Unfortunately, it looks like every time you play, you start a whole new map. I think you may be able to save the old map. Okay, but it's I think everything is randomly generated, so no 2 games should be alike. We'll see. We're going to play offline for now. Okay, so it looks like it saved my campaign from before, but I'm going to start a new campaign just to show you guys what it's all about here. So you can put your seed in there, and I guess that's how it generates the maps. difficulty, I'm going to keep it normal. But I'm going to choose a short campaign length. We're not going to go through the whole campaign length, because even the short one seems like it would take a few hours to get through. Not going to skip the intro so you guys can see that as well. And then we're going to create this game. Right on, right on. Let's do this. Yes. Okay, so it's telling me I do have a save right now. Do I want to override it? Yeah. I didn't get very far. So here you can pick your tank. You can do a heavy tank. You can do a light tank, more maneuverability, over firepower, medium tank. And this is the one I normally use. I kind of like to have a balance. So you can see at the top here, unguided. Here's your weaponry: auto gun, machine gun, a vampire. I'm not sure what that does. The heavy tank has a cannon, a single lock-on missile, excuse me, and an EMP MK1. Yeah, I'm kind of not really playing hooky from work, but I've been sick the last few days. I'm trying to get this strep sinus infection thing. My body's like trying to get sick, and luckily enough, I'm fortunate enough to be able to work from home. So I've taken PTO, and I'm able to handle any requests that come up, because I'm an IT guy and I'm the only IT guy, so everybody needs help. In fact, I just got done helping somebody with their email. Yay! So anyways, back to the game. I don't know why I told you that, but whatever. So I'm gonna go with a medium tank. I usually like a good balance, right? So unguided rockets, multi-lock-on rockets, and rot MK1. I think the rot, what it does is kind of eats away at their shields. It's kind of an area of effect type weapon. It's got a really long cooldown, so use it wisely, I guess is what I'm looking for. Alright, we're gonna go with the medium tank. So here's the map I was talking about. I'm starting up there at the left corner. I have to get down to the right corner, that red sort of looking thing. These white beams of light through some of them, I believe, are shield generators that I've got to kill or disable before I get to the base. Yeah. So so a path looks like I'm gonna go down through here, then probably up through the middle, and then down through these two shield generators. So we'll start working our way down. You can only go to a consecutive tile. Like I can't go there. So I've got to own this tile first before I can move to the next tile. So you got kind of like a live action board game here. You're kind of playing a strategy game, as well as you get live action when you're going in and completing the objective, usually which involves shooting other tanks and drones and missile turrets and things like that. So as you can see here, right here, I got my R1 for upgrades. I don't have any, I don't know what the currency's called. I don't have any of the currency to buy these upgrades. Oh, look at that. I didn't know you could do that. So you could take things out and put them in other. I like active reload. I didn't know you could actually rebalance all of this. So active reload allows you to reload a little bit faster. If you ever seen the active reload in Gears of War, it's very similar, except in Gears of War you got a bonus damage for completing an active reload. This just allows you to reload faster. Alright. So you start off with 3 lives. You can use your currency to buy extra lives. Here's your loadout, L1. And I can't change any of this. This is so multi-rockets. I can come here. I can look at all the different things I have. See, here's my multi-lock-on launcher. I think that's what we were looking at. Or were we just looking at multi-rockets? Let me see. Multi-lock-on. Okay. I was like, that was weird. So you can see I've unlocked different levels of the multi-lock-on. but as you see the bottom right of this screen, available at supply points. I don't think I've found a supply point yet. I'm like, I want to upgrade, but I can't because I haven't found a supply point. So those are on the map here somewhere, and you got to find them, and you can drop probes, as you see at the top. Drop a probe for 250 currency stuff, and that kind of gives you, it'll drop a probe in there and it'll kind of let you know what that tile is all about. So if you're looking for a supply depot, you can find one that way. Alright, so tank type events, there's no events occurring. Here's your shields, hull, and special. You see down here is your PlayStation controller, and as I move my controller around, it moves around. I'm disembodied apparently. I have no feet or anything. Maybe that changes once we launch. Let's launch. Alright. So I chose that tile. I'm choosing this one here. Right? Oh, I can't. I gotta deploy on this one. I thought I already owned it. So I gotta own this one first. See X to deploy? No X? Okay. There we go. Oh, there's a
Press X to launch mission.
Press an X. So you see my little mini map here, radar. You'll see green bars at the compass points, northeast, southwest. Those are your shields, front, rear, left, and right shields. So you got to manage those. When you boost around, it depletes your shields. So you kind of manage those. If your shield in the front is getting beat up, well, then you turn so your other shields face the enemy. I'm still not that good at that. That's probably
square to arm weapons.
So square will allow you to arm your
Aim
weapons
and fire at
and
the
switch.
target above. Shoot the target to continue.
Right stick is up and down, will allow you to.
Confirmed. Outer doors opening.
Sorry, just trying to recenter because I feel like I'm going to hit the side here. Left stick will move you. Right stick will basically move your turret.
Move away from the hangar exit.
See, so I can continue to move in one direction and look in a different direction. This was weird at first. This caused me to get a little motion sickness. Okay, see, boom, look at my shields down there. Hit L2 to turbo. Shields are like, dude, you're using all the power.
Detected. Get
all right,
ready.
so we have enemy
Light
detected.
armor incoming.
Light armor
Threat
incoming.
level
So
low.
I can use. See, there's that active reload. R1 to reload. Normally I have to wait for that bar to fill up the reload, but with active reload, if you hit it within the highlighted portion, you reload then instead of waiting for the entire bar to fill up. So R2 shoots. L2 is your boost. Okay, I can press square to change weapons. This is my lock on, so I lock onto them. See how the missiles shoot up first? The problem with the lock on is if you're near something, they will hit it. If you're enemies, you're under a bridge or an overpass or something above you, it will hit it. And the rockets will explode before they get to your target. And the AI is pretty good about hitting you. Okay. I don't know what this thing is, but it's stealing my stuff. So this is the stuff you want to go collect. Oh, come down. Oh, I missed it, but he's dropping all kinds of cool stuff now. Right? Oh, see, I got hit there.
Stay
Oh, right.
out of sight and shoot them at long range.
So this is more like a tutorial than it is an intro tutorial than it is actual gameplay, because this is actually a little easier than normal. And see, I only have down at the bottom right of my screen, I'm trying to point at it like you guys can see me, 3 of 12. So I have 3 loaded, 12 total. I'm going to switch my weapons over to my unguided rockets, and I have 12 to 24. It's kind of, if you're looking at the mini-map circle in the middle, it's kind of up to the right. You went in kind of a northwest direction. So these guys are hard to hit. I mean, you gotta lead them. If they sit still like that, then they're a little easier to hit, obviously. So as you see there, combat assistance. This is that rot thing I was telling you about. You press L1 to activate that. I don't have any. I'll just hit it now. Boom. See, and it would hit things. And now on the left, you can see rot MK1 is reloading or cooling down.
Mission successfully completed.
Yay! I finished it. Mission success. Well, that's good to get a little bit of I don't even know what those are called. Data. So you use the data to buy mods. So I have 1184 data now. So I could spend that. I can buy some upgrades. I can buy an extra life. So I'm gonna press the R1. I'm gonna hit the upgrades. Right. I'm gonna hit magnet. I'm gonna buy two mods. Boom. That's the first one, and they get progressively more expensive. So I can't buy 2. I only had enough for 1. But I'm going to put that in magnet. This is the distance at which you can collect loot. This is very helpful because the loot will disappear. So a lot of times you destroy something, especially if it's at a distance, you may have a couple other enemies in your way, so you have to try to hurry up and destroy them. Or the enemy may have been up on the ledge that you can't get to. So having a longer distance of your magnet allows you to pull loot in from further away, and this will be helpful to collect loot before it disappears while you're still fighting other things. Okay, oops. Okay, so we're done here, right? Boom, I'm done. All right, I don't have enough to buy a life. Let's drop a probe, right? 250. See what that does. Enemies attempting to take one of our bases. Make sure they don't and capture one of theirs while you're at it. Okay, so then I could drop. Well, I guess I can't really drop a probe there, huh? Let's move here. Let's see what happens. Unknown. There's a star. I don't know what that means. All right. So this is so you're sitting in the cockpit, and like I mentioned earlier about the Valkyrie.
Base, but block them from hacking yours.
Okay, so we got to hack the enemy base, and you can hack things like radar towers to
factory detected nearby.
To show.
Find and convert it to unlock additional weaponry.
Okay, so I wonder if that's what that blue thing is. So anyways, you can hack. See that white tower on the map? That's a radar tower, and I can go and hack that, and by hacking that, it'll display all the, I gotta kill it? What do I gotta do here? By hacking the tower, it'll display all the enemy's positions on the map. Okay, so that's my base. That's what that is. Alright, so I gotta stop them from hacking that. Now this is something about a weapons depot or something. And in order to hack something, basically all you do is you just get near it. And you'll automatically start hacking. So let me go. I'm gonna go hack that tower just to show you what that does. It might be helpful to see everybody's position anyways. While I'm sitting here, let's reload.
Caution.
Boom.
Allied base is being hacked.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, they're hacking me again. Here's my boost and get up there. That means I have no shields.
Allied base at 50%.
What do you mean it's at 50%? Stop. Don't hack on my base. Is this my base being hacked? Oh, there it is.
Interrupted. Base integrity is currently secured.
Okay. So, switching back to... He's trying to go up here. I see ya. I see ya. Uh-oh, what's happening there? Oh, rain down on top of ya. I'm... Alright. Woo! Oh, out. Oh. Ooh, man, I didn't think I was going to hit him there. Alright, so we got some more guys coming through.
Commencing.
Oh, I'm hacking.
Weapons factory access. Weapon blueprint downloaded.
Alright, I got a weapon blueprint. Now that's awesome. Now, oh, so it is that blue building. Okay. So I found that. So this is kind of like a generator which makes the enemies more powerful. We can destroy these things. I'm getting low on ammo. So you do have, when you get low on ammo, you do have like a gun that never runs out of ammo. It's weaker, but... Alright, so these guys are up here. And these are kind of shield... I think they generate these little shield walls here, which I don't know if I need to destroy them. I don't think I do, but it may be helpful. But I may be wasting bullets too. So shoot me from the other side than one here. I didn't want to focus on that. I was trying to focus on that guy. He should be gone. So is this the base? I don't think that's the base.
Enemy locked on.
Oh, get out of there. Oh. Oh, get out of there. Whoa. So you see my front shields are red. That would be a good time to kind of turn and go, whoa. So that looks like that's the enemy base.
Completed. Hack commencing.
So now I'm hacking. Alright. Oh, he hit me. So now you get to decide whether you want to spend a life or retreat from the map. I'm going to go ahead and spend a life. Finish out this. Alright, all the way back over there. At least my ammo gets refilled. I don't know, am I going to... it's like a continue, so I shouldn't run into any enemies here. And I think the thing should be hacked already. Or it should still be at whatever level hack I got it to. Hacked. So very colorful, very vibrant. Textures aren't that great, but you know, this is still a new technology, and I wouldn't expect the PlayStation VR to look as good as your 4K TV or your 1080p TV. The PlayStation is basically inside this PlayStation headset is pushing two 1080 screens. As we know, the PlayStation itself, pushing 1080 on one screen is a lot of work for it. So imagine it trying to do two screens. So here we are. All right, we're hacking. We're hacking because that's what we do. (5H2:1) Pikachu.
Base at 50%.
Oh, they're sending reinforcements now.
Enemy base
I
converted
win.
and neutralized.
Oh, I can't kill the last guy, huh?
Extraction in 4, 3, 2,
I can.
1.
Woo! Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. Oh, I didn't get him. So there we go. Oh, objective complete. So I earned some data, y'all. Oh, and I found a new blueprint, which is the Unguided Rockets MK4. Spectacular. So there you go. I own that tile now. It is mine. And the enemy's getting stronger. I don't know what I can do about that though. See, now I can buy an extra life. Yay! Which leaves me with 10,016. So I'll come over here. I'll buy another mod. Right? Where do I want to put that? I can put that in shield front, left, right, rear, active reload, magnet, and heal. So this seems like it's not going to heal yourself, but it will heal allies. So that doesn't seem like a good option for single player if you're playing by yourself. I will put shield front. I do a lot of shield front. So that's the one I'm going to choose. Next one is going to cost me 1,000. I have 266 left, as you can see right there. Purple is enemy. One is me, I'm assuming. Okay. And so there you go. You got this hexagonal tile sort of board game strategy, which way you want to go. I think eventually they actually will even send out enemies towards you, and for every move you get, they get a move, and they get closer and they try to come and attack you. And I don't know what happens once they find you because I haven't been that far into the game yet. But I suspect it's probably some kind of crazy battle. But there you go. This is Battlezone. This is a really fun game. The 3D, like everything I've seen in PlayStation VR just about, is just immaculate. It's awesome. If you're on the fence about PlayStation VR, do it. It's a whole new experience. I thought that before I owned the VR, I looked at it and said, it's never going to replace us sitting on a couch with a controller with our TV. And it'll be fun to have, but it won't replace the main way we game. And since I've had it about 3 or 4 days after I got it, I realized I was wrong. I mean, because I spent the first 3 or 4 days, and that's all I played. Every game I played was VR, and I don't even have a lot of VR games yet. There's not a lot out yet. So I spent a lot of time in it, and I realized that I was wrong about that. This may be a way to replace the way you game. It's a whole different experience. It's fantastic. I love it. I hated 3D. I don't like 3D movies. The 3D I've seen on display on TVs, the active 3D, I felt was gimmicky. This 3D is legit. And you can look around. You want to reach out and just grab things, really. So if you're on the fence about the VR, you have the money to get it, I'd do it. But with that being said, also buy it from a place that you can return it if it doesn't work. There's a lot of issues out there. It's very finicky with light. I ended up I couldn't sit on my couch, which was about 9 feet back from the camera, and if I moved the camera closer to me, it still didn't work well. and I have to assume that's because of the big, like I said, I've got a big wall of glass that sits behind my couch. There's a sliding glass door, a couple windows, and we normally have vertical blinds, but the sun, that side of the house faces where the sun kind of goes across the sky. So during the day, there's always very bright light peeking through the cracks or the spaces in the vertical blinds, and I think that was really messing with it. So what I ended up doing, and I was actually on the verge of returning my VR. I wasn't sure. I was like, this is not. I was having all kinds of tracking issues. Then one day I decided to move closer to the camera instead of moving the camera closer to me, and it worked really well. And so now I sit on the ottoman in the middle of the living room instead of on my couch, about 9.5 feet back or 9 feet back. The border or the maximum for the VR is like 9.5 feet. So I was kind of right on that edge. But since moving closer to the camera, it's worked beautifully. Tracking issues are pretty much non-existent, and you still have issues once in a while, but it's not a big deal. It's nothing game-breaking at that point. So if you decide, if you're on the fence about VR, you're just not sure it's worth it, it's a great experience in gaming. Definitely go for it, but definitely go for somewhere where you have a good return policy, in case you can't figure out, or you have something that's bothering with the head tracking. You can return it if it's not going to work for you. It took me probably a week and a half before I figured out moving closer to the camera worked better. And like I said, at that point I was on the fence. I did a lot of reading, other people having the same issues and what they did. I tried a lot of different things. And then one day, just out of the blue, I was like, you know what? Let me try this, and it worked great. So there you go, guys. That's Battlezone. I did a video earlier, Tethered. I gave you a little information about joining Dads of Gaming if you're a dad or a guy that liked gaming and is looking for some like-minded gamers. Go check us out on Facebook, Dads of Gaming. If you like our videos here, subscribe to Game Drain. Let me know if there's anything you would like to see, and I'll try to put it up there. If I don't have the game, I'll see if I can get it. All right? Thanks a lot, guys. Take care.